Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. So far, we have 3 viewers. What's going on in Chatland? How's everybody? Jonathan and Colton, welcome. How you doing?
Howdy. Doing well. Tell me more about your guest appearance and promote it for people.
I wonder why my light's flashing. That's funny. Did you see that?
I did.
It's the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
Yeah, on Thursday at this time, midnight my time, 5 p.m. your time, I will be on Dr. 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗧𝗢𝗏 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗧𝗏 reading Hebrew. He's working through Numbers chapter 22 right now, and I'm going to be joining him. It's not a devotional type group. They are much more funny about things. They laugh at the biblical text more than we do. We take it more seriously. But we'll see how it goes. What's up?
No, I've been watching some of Kip's stuff here recently. He's been covering. But Kip's, he's good at the text. Very good at the historical,
I'm really in awe of the amount of the Dead Sea Scrolls that he's read and stuff like that. Yes, I want to know the Dead Sea Scrolls.
That's what I was trying to get to. Is he knows the manuscripts really well. And so
Jonathan, what about you up there being quiet?
What am I supposed to be doing right now? What have I been up to today?
Yeah.
I went to first of all, I got up at 10:30, which is a remarkable feat in and of itself. I think Colton was watching me yesterday. Yeah, you were. I was watching the other day and I totally rage quit. I died and I was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Bye.
I had gotten up to go get something to eat or something. And I came back 5 minutes later and I was like, you just cut the stream for no apparent reason.
I died. I spent 30 minutes fighting a boss and I died and rage quit. But I beat it today.
Beat it today.
Sometimes you need to just take a break from video games so they don't make you angry. It's bad for my mental health.
I've taken a very long break. It's been quite a long time for me. So we are, excuse me, I will be coughing a little bit. I'm getting over a cold again. We are tackling Psalm 146 tonight. Elena has just joined us. Hello, Elena. We're tackling Psalm 146. It is our penultimate psalm, because penultimate means one before the last, for those who are studying grammar. And let's jump right in. What do you say? Elena, how you doing before we start?
Beseda.
Here we go. We are in Psalms 146. Again, I don't know if you're supposed to say Psalm 146 or Psalms 146. The name of the book is Psalms, but it's the 146th Psalm, so I don't know what we're supposed to say there.
I've always been taught a singular psalm because it's a collection of psalms.
Yes. Same with
I agree.
Psalm 146.
I agree, but
book of Psalms.
It's the book of the Psalms, and then it's chapter 146. It's like 1 Samuel 22.
I think you need to put a comma there.
No.
Oh, no, not comma for sure.
Yeah, Psalms, number 146.
No, you don't do that.
That's not how we refer it. No.
Sorry. I'm in a no-nonsense mood tonight.
Todak to all of our wonderful patrons. Patreon.com/Hebrew Cafe. These are our super members and our regular members. I'm not going to read through them today. Going to get right into the reading. Hope nobody's offended and that you all get involved and come join them.
Too late. I'm offended immediately.
You are. And so is Elena. So is Jonathan. Jonathan, are you mentioned on there? You are, right?
Am I? Yeah, I am. Right next to Jonathan Santana, the two
Jonathan Beck and Jonathan Leifer. Great.
3
I'm going to cut.
3 too many.
I'm going to cut that banner down there. And here we go.
I think we have one too many Coltons in this room.
That's
How about that?
True. That's definitely true.
I'm going to say hi to Jason Kirkpatrick. But let's go ahead and throw everybody's hellos up on the screen real quick. So Jeremiah says Shavuot Tov. Shavuot Tov, Jonathan. Jeremiah, it's now
Jeremiah is here
Monday already.
talking.
And Grant Colton's dad says hello and donate support. I don't know what 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗡 means. Does that mean something to you, Colton?
It's just Koki is a nickname I got from one of my nieces, and IU is just when I was little, I wouldn't say. I think it was me or one of my siblings wouldn't say love. We just said IU.
Oh, very nice. That's an inside joke that we're now privy to.
Exactly.
Muriel is here, and she says hi, everyone. Let's see. Marcelo says that last week you couldn't join, but he's still practicing everyday small bits of vocabulary. Fantastic. I put up videos up to lesson 5 for Show's grammar for vocabulary. So if you need it, go ahead and get on there. Again, Jonathan, when you post, make sure you click on the
I
left,
know. How do I
not
do
on
that?
all.
Well, I don't care
it
if
says
it
all.
Okay. Where do I go for this?
And Jason Kirkpatrick says, hey guys, where you post the comment down at the bottom, on the left side of it, it says all. Click on that and change it to
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because our audience is not watching from other places. They're watching on.
Well, but my Twitch
YouTube
audience is watching, but I don't know how many. Probably just.
So who wants to start us out with verse 1?
Let's
and
just
we have
go
10
down.
verses.
Chafatzti.
All right.
Or Colton can.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, nafshi et Adonai. So, praise ye all the Lord. Praise ye the Lord.
Oh, I know. Like that.
Praise my soul, the Lord.
Okay. What's going on with the... I hear your pronunciation, your hallelu. Why are you reading this as eh? Hallelu.
Because that's the English is creeping in. That's the... Oh, or are you asking why I'm separating it? Okay. Because there's 2 laments back to back. We want to make sure that we pronounce both laments that are present.
Okay. All right. And it looks like this is a closed syllable, right? Hal.
Right.
And the same here, because this is the same word. Hal.
Right.
What's really going on?
This is actually in the PL, and so the second radical would typically be doubled. And so it's closing the previous syllable and opening a new one because of the doubled radical there. So it's vocal.
All right. So if it's singular, then you say hallel, hallel, right? But once it goes to plural or to the feminine, you add a vowel, and this syllable now reduces, and then we have the situation where we have a strong dagesh with a vocal shva, in which case it normally disappears according to the Skinnem-Levy rule. Skinnem-Levy.
Essentially, we have 3 laments in a row, and the Hebrew won't take that. It don't like it.
Everybody at my school calls them the Skinnem-Levy letters. Jason would love that.
Yeah, Levy. My roommate says that. He says, I'm going to, there's a grocery store. Hold on. Wow, how can I not remember the name of this grocery store? But it ends in Levy.
The one person sitting in my Twitch channel right now.
No, it's not me.
Oh, okay, cool.
Anyway, he goes to a grocery store that Rami Levy, and he's probably the only person in Israel who doesn't say Rami Levy. He says Rami Levi. My roommate. It's really funny. Anyway, hallelu, because it's Skinnem-Levy made the loss of the strong dagesh.
By the way, Jason,
and the 2 sounds together need to be pronounced. Hallelu.
Hey, Jason.
What?
John Cook did not know that answer. I asked him about that in Psalms class, and he stared at it and said, I don't know. He didn't know why it was a vocal shva. So, good for you.
Good. So this happens when you have like any of the same letters, like lamed, where you have this, you need to pronounce is a vocal shva, even if it's not written as a vocal shva. Another indication that this is vocal is that this has meteg. And meteg indicates that the shva after it is vocal. And another thing, this happens all the time, like within the past tense, like you say lamad, he learned. And when you say T, like I, the D and T are both dental sounds. So we need to pronounce that dalet with a vocal schwa, even though it's in the situation where it should be silent. Not lamadti, but lamaditi. Lamaditi. Yeah. Okay, how's that? Who's taking verse 2?
Who did verse 1?
Colton.
Then it's me.
Doesn't have to be, but okay.
Okay, well, I'll go.
Okay.
𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗑𝗓𝗏 𝗔𝗓𝗏 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗏𝗏 Bet-O-D. You're welcome. Oh, dang it. I don't remember this one either. 𝗥𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚 Ahal. To eat is with a cough. Ahal. I'm going to open up my Bible notes. I took notes on this, but I don't remember.
What is that
And my
verb?
computer's slow.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Ahalel.
Oh, I will praise. I will praise
Okay.
Adonai with my life.
So why does ahalel, which is the future hillel, the future of Hallel, right? I will. What is this on the end?
First common singular, isn't it? Oh wait, no, it's not.
It's like the cohortative, and the lamed drops the strong dagesh because of Skinim Levi. Ahalela. Ahalela Adonai b'chayai.
Oh, it's a
meaning.
PL. Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
PL.
Mm-hmm.
That's so this verb. The verb lehalel is PL.
To praise, yeah. I will praise the Lord with my life. I will sing to my God with my something. Myself, my being.
Well, odd is like still or continuousness.
In stillness.
Not still like quietness.
Oh, that's right.
Like
you said, yeah, it was like
while
odd.
I'm alive.
Odd and okay. Oh, I should have known ode. I know
like
ode.
More. Yeah. So remember where Joseph was revealing himself to his brothers, and he asked if his father was still alive. Odenu chai. Odenu chai. Od is more, still. So if this means while I still exist, while I'm still alive, this is to be in parallel to this. So it doesn't really mean I will praise him with my life, but I will praise him in my life, in the time in which I'm alive.
How do you know you wouldn't take that as an instrumental bait?
Because of the parallelism.
Oh. Yes.
They need to mean the same thing.
Yes,
basically.
That makes sense. Yep.
All right. And so what is this word here? Azamira.
Azamra, another cohortative to sing.
Lizamera. Lizamera is also PL. Lizamera. To sing, to make music, something like that. The Psalms are often used as songs that you sing during like a Shabbat meal or something, and these are called Zimrot. Zimrot something. I can't remember what they call them. They call them Zimrot. It's like songs of something or other. And it's also related to that word Mizmor. Mizmor le David, right? The Song of David. Okay. All right. Elena, do you want the next one?
Yes. Ashira Vezamera. Right?
My light is blinking. I don't know why. Verse 3.
Okay. Al tiftehu bin divim bevein adam she'ein lo teshua.
Yeah.
So
the be here is continued of this one, right? Don't trust in this and don't trust in this. Okay, what's it mean?
So don't trust in the noble people of this world, and don't trust into the son of into the sons of into the son of man, son of man.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. In whom there is no deliverance.
Yes. Okay, in whom there's no deliverance. Well, first let's talk about the word nadiv. Nadiv, the root, normally means someone who is generous, means someone who is willing. They do things willingly. The hitpael, excuse me, the hitpael, hitnadev means to volunteer. Hitnadev. We have the free will offering, the dava. It's a free will offering. This is the basic root of the word. And nadiv and nadiva, the feminine, also deals with people who have a lot of money, like they're wealthy because they're able to give. Right? People who are able to give are the ones who have wealth, and so they're wealthy people.
I got a question, and it is kind of connected to Nadav and Avihu.
Yeah, that's the root of the name. Yeah. So don't trust in princes, in I don't know, these high level people, aristocrats, right? People who have money.
Yeah.
In the Son of Man, who has no deliverance, and meaning he has no deliverance doesn't mean that he himself is not saved, right? It's not like that idea, but it means he's not able to save, right? He is unable to deliver you. Why is he unable to deliver you? The next verse will give us the answer. 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗘𝗦𝗘 ישוב לאדמתו, ביום ההוא אבדה עשתונותיו. 𝗕𝗘𝗦𝗘, this is the first condition of what happens, why he's not able to provide deliverance, because his breath goes forth, it goes out, his spirit goes out, his breath goes out. Yashuv laadmato, he returns to his land, like he goes back to the ground. He dies, he goes back to the ground. On that day, bayom hahu, meaning the day when he dies, on the day of his death, avdu eshtonotav. Eshtonotav is not used in a lot of places in the Bible. We assume that it means something like his thoughts or his plans. On that day, his thoughts or his plans perish or disappear. They come to nothing. So he's not able to deliver. He has no deliverance because once he dies, he has nothing. He can't do anything for you, right? Whatever he planned, whatever he hoped, whatever he thought is lost. Has anybody noticed anything in the comments that we should pull up? I will comment real quick on Jeremiah. He's trying to troll a little bit. It's something funny. It's funny that a lot of people, when they read the word Yeshua, which is like this, Yeshua, they want to argue that it is a reference to Yeshua, Jesus, Yeshua, with a furtive patach. But Yeshua is a feminine noun, and it's identical in meaning to Chua. Chua and Yeshua are the same. And you should not read it as somebody's personal name. It just means deliverance, and it shouldn't be read that way. I'm not saying that you are. I know that you're joking, but some people really do. So it's a bad reading.
Okay, I got a question.
You could make that a lamed of autoris. Perhaps. Yeah.
Okay, I got a question about Avda over here. Is it the same root as Abaddon in the New Testament?
Yes. Abaddon is not a Greek word. It's taken from Hebrew.
It's taken from Hebrew. Okay.
In Hebrew, we actually say ovdan. Ovdan is loss.
Okay.
But I can totally understand how Abaddon came into Greek from Hebrew ovdan.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, not going there. All right, so Colton, we're back to you for verse 5.
Sure. Ashrei she'el Yaakov be'ezro, shivro al Adonai Elohav. Excuse me. Happy is the one whom the God of Jacob, in whom his help is his help. Happy is the one whom the God of Jacob is his help. Sivro, sorry. Al Adonai Elohav. Sivro. His what Savar? What's
Sever.
Sever? Oh, his hope is from the Lord his God. Upon
Not
the
from,
Lord his
but
God.
upon.
He hopes.
Mhm.
He hopes.
He
upon
waits.
The Lord
He
his God.
waits upon the Lord his God. Maybe like he
Yeah.
waits for him for his help. His help here is like he's God is his hope, or his help and his hope.
Is that an infinitive construct, or is it just a noun? Sever. Oh, it's sever. Never mind. Sorry. Kept trying to read it as infinitive construct. Sorry.
Yeah, sever is a noun. Okay, Jonathan, you're going to verse 6. Any questions there? I love that in this chapter we have the she being used instead of asher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Which is nice. And she comes into modern Hebrew as the standard. Like modern Hebrew uses she all the time and not asher. Okay. Verse 6, Jonathan.
Okay, so Oseh Shamayim v'aretz et hayam ve'et chol asher bam hashomer emet l'olam. So the one who made the heavens and the earth and the seas, and the sea. Nah, is it a collective singular?
Well,
And
there's
the
no
sea.
end here. It's not ve'etayam, just the one who made heaven and earth, the sea, and everything in them.
And everything in them. The one who keeps truth forever.
Mm-hmm. One who keeps truth.
And there's a
forever.
footnote on both of those. And the only thing that it does is it adds the sof pasuk after bam. And then for hashomer, it suggests an emendation because the first participle lacks the article. So it thinks that this one should also lack the article. It being the editors of the BHS.
And then what do you do with Hashomer emet le'olam or Shomer emet le'olam? Does it go in the next verse if you put sof pasuk here?
It would. If you put it says hook TR and a picture of a sof pasuk. Hook is same as before, right? Something like that.
I don't know. Hook I think means here.
Okay, so it's saying here, put in a sof pasuk, but that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make sense because that's not a full sentence, unless it says the one who keeps is truth forever. I guess you could do that. You could make that a copula. I think you would have to do that in order to break the verse there, right?
Don't know. Let's look at 146 in VHS so I can see what it says. Let's see. Oseh Shamayim v'aretz et hayam ve'et kol asher bam. Note. It's the TR means transpose. Like put it here instead. Move it instead.
I mean, in order to make a new thought with a sof pasuk, you would have to have a verb form, so it would have to be a null copula, right? Because otherwise, you don't have a verb.
Once you say null copula, my brain stops working.
Oh, null copula, verbless clause.
Colton, sorry, I muted you.
What?
No, I know, but once you say it, like my brain just closes because it's like, oh, what a word. Ugh.
Oh, I thought you liked it.
עושה שמיים וארץ, את הים ואת כל אשר בם. Okay, you can understand that is... Colton, I muted you because you're making weird noises, and now you're making weird noises again.
Sorry, I tried to mute myself.
Well, you
Shomer emet le'olam. It could just be another line, just like Oseh Shamayim Va'aretz. It's giving like an epithet of the Lord, and then Shomer emet le'olam could be rendered as its own verse. Keeper of truth forever. You know? Not sure. Okay, let's move on to verse 7. Verse 7. This brings us to Elena.
Yes. Okay. עושה משפט לעסוקים, נותן לחם.
Not asukim. You want to read it as like asuk, right?
נותן לחם לרעבים, אדוני מתיר אסורים. So, who does justice to the oppressed, gives bread or food to the those who are starving, hungry. Adonai gives freedom to the prisoners. That's liturgy, right? That's what we're saying in the morning. Matir Asurim. Okay.
I wasn't even singing. Umatir Asurim.
Yes.
So Matir Asurim, we read it as setting those who are bound or prisoners free. Normally the word for prisoner is with a yod, right? Asir. Asir is a prisoner. Asur normally means things that are forbidden. Like you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that. Asur. And the opposite of asur is mutar. Mutar is permitted. So you could read this. You could read this Matir Asurim as the one who makes forbidden things allowed. Like he's the one who determines what is allowed and what's not allowed. Forbidden things, Asurim, Dvarim Asurim, and Matir is Latir is to declare something permitted. If you have Asur and Mutar, then Le'esor is to forbid and Latir is to permit or to declare something permissible in legal terms. But everyone reads this as setting free those who are bound, the prisoners, which is valid as well, but because of the asurim instead of asirim, it gives another level, another layer to the text. The word ashuk from oshek means oppression, and ashukim are those who are oppressed. Very good. That's used a lot in Ecclesiastes. All right. Adonai pokech ivrim. Ivrim is iver. Iver, like iver is blind. Blind. The vav also is from Skinim Levi, losing its strong dagesh. Ivrim, ivrim. Pokech ivrim. Adonai zokef kfufim. Kafuf. This is also a multi-layered word. Kafuf means bent over. The word for to bend over is lehit kofef. Kofef, to bend over. So if you're on an airplane and and there's an emergency landing, they tell you hit kofefu kadima, lean forward, like lean down forward. Zokef means he makes them stand up straight. Zakuf is erect, straight up. Adonai zokef kufim. He makes those who are bent over to stand up straight. Probably because those who are in prison, If you watch prisoners walk, their life is drained out of them. They're heavy, they're tired, they're leaning forward, but God makes them stand up straight, and he opens the eyes of the blind. Whereas liftoach, patach means open, generally. When it comes to eyes, the tough disappears. It's pakach lifkoach. So pukeach ivrim, he opens the eyes of the blind. Adonai, ohev tzadikim, the Lord who loves righteous people, right? I think Jonathan was telling me before, trying to explain to me something before about how, was it John Cook said that ohev means something other than love?
No. I'm not sure who it is. The more liberal Bible scholars think that, and Bill Arnold wrote an article that attempted to refute that view. I'll have to find it, and I can send it to you if you're interested. But he's.
But do you remember what it meant to them if it didn't mean love?
It was a covenantal obligation, not what we would think of as love. He
like
said
having
that,
good feelings.
Yeah, he said that there is not. So the article said that the one that he reviewed said that it's not emotional, it's covenantal, and he said no, there's room for calling it emotional. So it's interesting.
Okay. Well, this is like we have in Deuteronomy 6, where it says you shall love the Lord your God, and so you got to ask what the meaning is of love. Does it mean have good feelings for?
I think he would say that, but I think the other guy would say that it has to do with a covenantal context, and that actually.
And then there was in the 10 Commandments, I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the sons to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me.
Right.
And then he flips it around and he says, those who love me, lo havai, the shomrei mitzvotai, those who love me and keep my commandments.
Yeah, and he would also say that is also a covenantal thing.
Yeah. Okay.
To hate.
It's something to look into. All right. Verse 9. We are back to Cotton.
Adonai shomer et
There you go.
Yep. Adonai shomer et gerim, yatom va'almana ye'oded, v'derech rashaim ye'aved. Okay. The Lord, he protects the sojourner. The orphan and the widow, he encourages. Is that something like that?
To give courage, to tell them keep going.
Yeah, and the way of the wicked he twists, or he will twist.
Perverts, twists, bends, makes it winding. All right. What's going on here? Et gerim. Shomer et gerim. It's a little weird, right? First of all, you said the sojourner, but this is plural. Sojourners, strangers.
Yeah. Right. You're actually asking me what's weird about it. Is it supposed to? Would it typically be? Reduced, the first vowel be reduced in Ge'er?
No, it's not distant. It's near.
Right. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I was just guessing. No, I don't know. What's weird about it?
It's not hagerim.
Oh, right.
And it's marked with et. It's marked as if it were definite, right? Et.
Yeah.
We think normally that et marks a definite direct object. It does happen that et is used with indefinite nouns sometimes. Yeah. Fun. Okay. Shomer et gerim yatom v'almana ye'oded. The word ye'avet is more popularly used today as a pual adjective. Me'uvat. This is supposed to be with this one down here. Me'uvat. But when you're writing without vowels, it's vav. Me'uvat. That means twisted. Atam me'uvat. You are twisted. But it means like twisted and perverse and like not a good thing, right? All right. So the way of the wicked, he perverts. He makes it ugly and bad and twisted. All right. And the last one we have, verse 10. And the next week will be the final reading of Psalms in our series. Jonathan, what you got there?
For verse 10, is that what you said?
Come move on.
Yeah, it says, Yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohai Tzion lador vador, hallelujah.
What's this word? What's the ending?
Which one?
The one I've circled.
Oh, sorry, I'm not looking at your screen. Sorry.
Yimloch Adonai le'olam.
Elohayich. Sorry.
Elohayich Tzion lador vador. Hallelujah.
So may Adonai rule forever. That's your God, right? Feminine. Your God, Zion, forever and ever.
From generation to generation, or to generation and generation.
Generation to generation, sorry.
Okay. Why is it Elohayich and not Elohecha?
Because it's a third person pronoun referring to Israel, which usually takes feminine endings.
Okay. It's feminine because it is Tzion. Tzion is feminine. Right? Elohai. So if we want to look at the endings, mine, Elohai, my God. Elohecha for a man, Elohecha, your God. Elohayich for a woman. Elohav for him, his God, Elohav. And Eloheha, her God. Eloheha. Elohenu. Elohenu. That's it. Elohenu, our God. Elohechem, your God, plural. And feminine, Elohechen. Elohem, their God. And Elohehen for their God, speaking of women. Yeah, okay. Should be pretty clear. That's the end of Psalm 146. We are going on to 150 next week. I don't think there was anything too weird in there that we could really focus on to go back over. So I think we're done with that. But we should talk, I guess, about what we're doing in Shio next hour, second hour, and what we're doing in the third hour. So the second hour, we're going to be doing a review of Shio's grammar. Again, this is a grammar for biblical Hebrew. If you aren't involved and you want to be involved, we need this book here, A Grammar for Biblical Hebrew. It's not too hard to get your hands on online. And if you have problems, let me know. We have done up to lesson 5, haven't we? We've done up to lesson 4. We've done up to lesson 4. Let me look. Lesson 5 is the segolets. Right. So Jonathan will be doing lesson 5 next week. Is that right? You're going to do segolets and, or did we say you'll do 2 weeks from now?
Geminate and segolet nouns is lesson 5.
And irregular plurals.
Yes.
Are you going to tackle that, Jonathan? I need to know.
Yes.
Okay. So please prepare that. Be prepared.
Of course.
Excellent. So we are going to review what we've gone over with nouns so far, and maybe go over the vocabulary, but for sure do the homework up to lesson 4 in the next section, in the next hour. I kind of want to address what Jeremiah is saying in the chat, but I kind of don't, because it seems accusatory in a kind of stupid way. I don't mean that offensively, but to accuse me of denying that Yeshua and Yeshua have the same root, that's kind of an odd thing to say. I didn't say they're not the same root. I say it's not the same word. You cannot read the word Yeshua in the text and say that that is referring to Jesus. It isn't. And to read that way is a terrible, terrible way to read. So I don't want to address that because it's a waste of my time. It's a distraction from what we're doing. But since we finished, I figured I would just say it. But anyway, what else? What do you guys think? In the third hour, we're continuing. I think we're going to finish our recap in communicative style of the story of David being anointed king over Israel in I think it's First Samuel 16, right? That's about it. I did not say they're the same word. I didn't say they're the same word. Jeremiah, I'm going to kick you out of the chat if you keep going. Okay? I'm going to kick you out. Yeah. So let's not go that way. And the fourth hour, let's see, at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, Israeli time, which is 10 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be starting a new Greek study that is free to anybody who wants to engage. It's going to be on 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗢𝗡, the textbook. Let's see. That is this one. We're starting level 1, 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗢𝗡, and it will be going along with the textbook called Logos, which is a new Koine Greek textbook, I believe. That Jonathan, can we mute him somehow? I don't know. I just wish he would stop. Yeah, I'm going to kick him out. I'm tired.
What's he doing?
I kicked him out. Because he just keeps wanting to argue.
Come complaining to me now, but you asked him multiple times, right?
Yeah. But Logos is a textbook that's being released online that you can freely access. So if you're interested in learning Greek, it's not Koine. It's classic. It's Attic Greek. It deals with the myths of the gods and all that stuff. So it's quite interesting. But if you're interested in learning Greek with us, we are going to be doing from 5 o'clock probably until 6:30 in the morning, which is 10 to 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. So if you're interested, you are welcome. If you want any details, you can join us over on Discord. I'll put that up here again, thehebrewcafe.com/Discord. Just come on over, and Mason is the group leader for this. He's in our group, and you will get all the details you can handle. He is just beginning Greek himself. He's not trained in Greek, but he is eager and excited. My Greek is pretty good. Colton's got some decent Greek, and if Jonathan wants to join us, his Greek will take off.
I could use the review.
You could use it.
I do have 4 years of Greek. I just sucked at it.
Do you know how many people I know who took Spanish in high school and know not a word of Spanish? Saying that you have experience with it doesn't mean you know it. Yeah, doesn't mean you know it.
Well, that's what I just said. I have 4 years of Greek, but I don't remember much. I know my basics really well, but once you get into the infinitives and second aorist, I don't remember that crap.
To answer,
that's still easy. The hardest verbs,
participles.
Yeah, the irregular verbs are the worst thing ever. It's not going to be a separate channel. It's not going to be on YouTube. It's just going to be on Discord. We're going to be meeting as a group on Discord with audio and video and sharing screens on there and going through things. It's going to be open, free, and everybody's welcome to join if you like Greek as an ancient language, and I really do. So we're going to have fun. All right. We are about 7 minutes out from the end of the session necessarily. Is there anything you guys would like to bring up, or anything even from the live audience that you have questions about? If it's going to be a promotion of your favorite religious belief, then it's not got the place here. That's what my problem was with what Jeremiah was doing. He was trying to turn it into a religious debate, and I'm not interested. So if you want to debate religion, I'll just ban you because we're talking about Hebrew. That's all we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Was that what he was doing, talking about religion?
He's trying to back me into a corner.
Religious interpretation. Yeah, it is
about Yeshua versus Yeshua.
Was he disagreeing with you?
Conversation. Yeah, I don't even care what you say.
I don't either.
But so anyway, if anybody's interested, do you have any questions that we might be able to answer for you at this point, because we have a little bit of free time, and I can pull up a whiteboard we can talk through any kind of difficulty that you have with Hebrew language.
Jason,
Okay.
can you tell us why the Tetragrammaton isn't pronounced Jehovah?
No, not going to go there. Not going to go there.
He could, yes, very well. Very
I know he
likely.
could.
See, I would love
is
to.
the very.
I would
I can
love
tell
to,
you're a
but
graduate
again,
student because you're trying to get the teacher off on a tangent. And you should.
So-
there are just things that I don't want to talk
I
about.
wasn't one of those kind of students. I actually wanted to like get what I was paying for. So
Right.
Can the only lady in the group ask a question?
Of course.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
didn't know you were trying to ask a question. I'm sorry.
I've been wiggling here all around.
I'm sorry.
So the question is about Yeshua, Yonah, Yonah. So these are different words because when we speak, we have different syllable stressed, right? Can you speak about?
Not really.
Not really, because I heard that if it is a name, it is Yonah. If it is a dove, it is Yonah or something. Can you?
Yeah,
So that's
you got that
different.
backwards. You got
Backwards.
that backwards. The name today spoken in Israel would be Yonah.
Yonah.
Right. But the word Yonah is the same as the word Yonah. And in the Bible, the name is Yonah, not Yonah. Yonah. It just happens that when the biblical names like Moshe, Moshe is, when you speak today, the tendency is to move the stress to the front. Moshe. The same with Yaakov, that in the Bible you say Yaakov, but today if you talk to somebody, you're probably going to call him Yaakov. Rivka, the mother, Rivka, Isaac's wife. Today, if you meet a woman in Israel, her name is going to be Rivka. Rivka. So it's not that is an issue of stress, but it's not because the names have changed. It's just that the pronunciation of the names has changed. Whereas what Jeremiah was bringing up, the name Yeshua has furtive patach, and the first syllable is full. It's Yeshua, Yeshua. But the word for deliverance is a completely different word. It's a feminine word that ends in a full vowel on the end with a reduced first syllable. Yeshua.
Jason, can we see the what you're writing, please?
Oh, I thought that I was sharing the screen this whole time. Look, Jonathan, I did you. You did that last week.
Yeah, I did.
So Yeshua is a shortened form of the name Yehoshua. Yehoshua.
Are you now answering Jeremiah's questions?
Yeah, because now it's being asked. Like sincerely.
Okay.
Yehoshua is a name. Okay, it was a name given to Moses' servant Hosea. Hosea became Yoshua, and Yoshua became Yeshua. But the word Yeshua has a full vowel on the end, Yeshua. It is not the same as the name Yeshua. Every time you read the word Yeshua, which means salvation or deliverance, you should not read into that someone's personal name. And if you do, you're reading incorrectly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you.
Makes sense?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Muriel. I thought I was sharing the screen. She says down there that she couldn't see the screen either. Yeah. I didn't mean to take that as a personal thing whenever he was asking about it, but he kept throwing it up as an argument, and I don't have time to be distracted while I'm trying to do these things by an argument going on over there.
He pisses me off a lot all the time. I'm thinking about blocking him on Facebook.
Well, I don't know about it. I think I blocked him a long time ago. I don't know. But I don't care. It doesn't matter. Any other questions that don't have to do with religious stuff? I think that it's not that Yeshua has to do with religious things, but people want to pull it that way sometimes. It's a biblical name. It's the name of Joshua bin Nun, Moses' servant. It's the name of a high priest during the time of the return from exile, from Babylonian exile. Yeah.
Well, some rabbis had named Yeshua. Some rabbis.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
And Yeshua was apparently a popular name during Second Temple, Second Temple period. It was because the splinter of the religion went off and created its own group with that figure as their leader, that it became an unpopular name in Judaism. Yeah. So it's really not that popular to call a child Joshua in Judaism today. You will find them, but not many. You guys told him 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗥𝗡. Who told him 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡?
Lucky number 11. Mr. Goodcat and 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗙 is his name. And you never know anything about his last name until you learn that the opposite of good cat is bad dog.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a movie. I'm watching that whole thing. It's like a thriller, and I was watching it, and I never made that connection before they said bad dog. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗥.
Okay. 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗥. A bad dog, yes. Fantastic. Caleb is a dog, and so we have also the name Caleb. Caleb. It's spelled the same.
Accented under pause.
Yeah, the vowels are different.
Isn't sometimes they interpret it as 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗡𝗥, like heart, right? Is it? Does it have any?
It sounds like a folk etymology to me.
Yeah, and that's what.
It's like saying shamayim means that water is there. Shamayim. Yeah. Also, it's a folk etymology, not where it came from.
What's the therefore? Therefore.
That's what they used to say at Ozark. They say, "What's the therefore?"
Oh, yeah. That's every preacher that's ever preached has said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, who is he? He is she. Me is who, and dog is fish.
Yes. Who is he?
Have you heard that one before?
Me is who. Who is he? He is she. Dog is fish. Yep.
Dog is fish.
Dog is fish.
So we had Torah portion Vayehi, and I heard one messianic, / Christian / I don't know. He said, "You see, it's the name is Vayechai." Hi, say hi, and he made all the congregation say hi, not Vayehi.
Vayechai.
Not Vayehi, but Vayechai.
I'm sure
hi
pointing out
and hi means life. Okay.
I'm sure he was pointing that out because he thought that there was something.
But he said that Vayehi, that last he, you need to pronounce as hi because hi is life. I don't know. So
preachers do look. There's really good preaching, and then preachers do a lot of silly stuff. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
they know.
I can say that because I am
dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, not saying
I
anything,
remember when I was a kid.
It's just not right. It was not right.
Yeah,
I remember when I was a kid where they were saying that the Greek word for power or wonder, a miracle, is dunamis. And they say, see, it's dynamite. It's dynamite power. Dynamite. I remember them saying that. That was fun.
Yeah, that's still a big one.
Yeah.
I was listening to preaching recently.
I want to show.
And somebody said some nonsense like.
They said what?
The Hebrew letter hey has to do with life. And I'm like,
oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. It's that they take the name of the Tetragrammaton. This was in a book, and it wasn't even a trained Hebrew person. They said it's pronounced Yahweh because it sounds like you're breathing
the breath
out. Like
the
Yahweh
breathing,
gives you breath.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Yeah. Crazy stuff.
Well, I usually explain it as it has a window. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I usually has like a breathing hole on the side.
Yes,
right?
it has a hole. It's a window. That's why you can say it. And when you have het, there is no window, and there is that's why it is harder het.
Well, that's actually helpful for like people who are trying to differentiate the sounds.
Yeah,
like it's a mnemonic.
That's right. That's when you see it. Yes, that's kind of mnemonics.
Yeah.
Well, also the tav has a little toe.
The toe because
oh gosh.
It's like I I always remember that the shin is the one that's closest to the letter before it because it's the shin, so it's the short distance. They both have the sh sound. Like that's how yeah.
Well, and also sin is never right. You know, that's
Right.
Yes, sin is not
okay.
right.
That's
My
good.
girlfriend
Sin is
thought she
never
made
right.
that up.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, that's right.
Just so you guys see this real quick before we're done,
Who's
when
that
you go to the
sexy
Hebrew
man in the
Cafe,
corner?
when you go to the Hebrew Cafe, there's a thing up here called playlists. Click on playlists, brings you here. The first one is show vocab. Click on full, the view full playlist right there. View full playlist pulls up the sessions that I put together. These are really short, normally 4 minutes or less. That will go over the vocabulary, pronouncing the vocabulary in each lesson, and also doing the Hebrew Bible reading at the end of the lesson. So it's like if we look at this one, I'll kill the volume. Hold on. Oh, it's going really slow. My computer's really slow today. At the end of it, no, that's not even it. It went to the next one. I clicked next by accident. Come on, my internet's dead today, isn't it? What's going on? Okay, so if you get to the end of it, this says Malachi 3:22-24, and so I'll read through it once really slowly, and then read back through it at like a slow to medium pace. So that way you can see the texts that are in the book and get the pronunciation for it. And that's as far as I wanted to go with that. You can pick it up on your own, on youtube.com/thehebrew-cafe. Oh, one other thing. Jonathan and I are putting together stuff on the blog. So you should feel free to come over to that. If you go to thehebrew-cafe.com.
Gamani.
You should also, our volunteer writers can write stuff as well.
Gamani.
Colton is also starting to write up.
He already wrote one.
Colton's starting to write stuff up too.
I've got 2 posts that are up. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
Just click on blog at the top. We also have links for Facebook and YouTube if you need them over on the right. Okay, so this is just some advice as you're starting Hebrew, and these are rundowns of each lesson that we're doing in Show's Grammar, the things that we went over. So, with also a link to the video. So if you want to go over on the website, we've got things to offer to you that you can look at. Okay, that's about it for today. Marcelo says, sorry to get into this. See you soon. Like, everybody was having some fun at the end. I just wasn't interested in what was going on before. Yeah, I heard the breathe thing. People trying to always convert others are annoying. I think evangelists have the good news, wrong news, are not about believing something or not. News are news. All right. Have faith in your faith. All right. The Hebrew expression is each person will live by his faith, right? Ish lemuto yichiyeh. Each man will live according to his faith. This is what we say in Israel. It doesn't really quote exactly what's going on in the prophet, but that's how we say it. All right. Anyway, thank you guys so much. We will see you in the next session.
Hey, we really
youtube.com/thehebrew-cafe/streams. Click on and join us for Show's Grammar.
Yeah,
sorry for getting flustered.
There was 10 to 12 viewers most of the time. Now there's 8. So people stuck around for the banter. That's cool.
Yeah, I got a little bit flustered. I'm really sorry. I don't mean to do that.
Well, he flusters me all the time. You don't feel bad. I'm probably going to end up blocking him on Facebook. He does that to me all the time, and he took it here, and it pissed me off. So he should know better, because I've said repeatedly that this is a non-confessional environment and to stay away from the religion, and he didn't do it.
All right. So, thanks, you guys. We'll see you in a few. Bye.
Adios.